Hello again. Right, Father Christmas. Come on, Claire. It's 12:10 and you've got things to do. Right, it's very similar, this Father Christmas dough. So you've got your dough. Don't forget, I'm going to put the recipe that I followed for this. And we won't actually... No, right. I know how I'm going to do it. So it starts off it looks exactly the same as the snowman. And he's got a chubby round body, our Father Christmas has. And let's give him some, he just looks cute. It's cute little things for the kids to make that don't cost a fortune. Has anybody actually stayed with me? Anybody there? Let me know if you're watching. And let me know if you're watching this on replay. Will you let me know? So I know whether, what I'm doing's of any interest to anybody. Right, so I think he's got... That's going to be too fat because he has actually got boots on as well, so let's keep them. Make his little legs, and the thing is with these, you can just put on as much or as little detail as you want, but the nice thing is little details like the belt buckle. And on Father Christmas, the reason I liked this one was because that looks a bit bigger than that, but the reason I liked this one was because it's got his, hair pressed through that garlic press. That looks really cute. Right, so it doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter how exact they are. They just don't have to be. Just chuck it together. And that shape there, that curve there, that's where his belt goes. And then he's obviously got his little boots. Oh, dough is just so cheap and easy and brilliant. And you might have to have a couple of practices because you'll feel it. I'd like to put the cooking oil in it because it makes it so much better. But I'll tell you what, where I've gone wrong before, not kneading it enough, because it really releases that gluten and it makes it so much easier to model. Right, let's see how quick I can make Father Christmas. Right, so his boots he's got his legs apart, this one. So you just basically push for his feet, and I'll show you how you make them look like boots. So push them on like that, like balls. But push them on more at one side than the other. And it sort of makes them look like boots. Let me show you. Can you see? So I've pushed them up a bit more at that side so it looks like he's got big, round, shiny shoes on. You could even, you can put more detail on after, can't you? Like, you can draw him some boots on or something. But I quite liked this because it's really simple. Should we have his arms on next? Or should we do his head? I can't believe I've used up this dough. I can't believe it. So I think the snowman's head was a bit generous. Father Christmas. Can't have you having a big head, can you, when you've got a big beard to fit on it as well? And this is actually, I've got dog hairs stuck in this. So we'll squish his head on. Squish his head on. And then let's see if we've got enough. Now, this one, it's not just arms, it's arms and then he's got his hands stuck on the end. And this dough is getting a little bit dry now. That's a bit... Oh, and he's got big ears. That's really cute. He's got big ears, a tash, big eyebrows, and you're on here, You can see how I'm rolling out the arms a bit fatter, sausage a bit fatter at one side. So like that, and then what he's got is I'm going to cut these off, and I'm going to do it with a knife so it's blunt. So it's a nice, neat cut-off edge. And then you see, it looks like the edges of his sleeves. Right, and so he's got his gloves on there. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I put his hands on. I'm going to get some more dough. I've made so much. I've got another massive blob of it in there. Oh well, I might just sit and do something a bit more complicated tonight. What am I making tomorrow? I'm making lavender bags tomorrow. They're super duper easy as well. Super easy. I can sew by hand, but I'm really rubbish on a sewing machine. And I can't knit. Right, let's do his belt. So his belt, you can see, goes right round under his tummy. So we want him to have a big round tummy. I might treat myself to some, I think I'm going to treat myself to another different colour nail varnish tomorrow. What do you think? I'm quite excited it's December. What are you guys all looking forward to doing? So we're doing a flat bit for the belt. Flat bit for the belt, and then you can trim it down. His belt's quite wide actually. And it's sort of just his feet, his legs. You can barely see any of his legs because his belt, can you see? His belt, you can hardly see his feet. His belt goes right underneath that big round tummy. That's what I'm going to look like after I've eaten all Quality Street I've bought. Hey, you know Quality Street? They brought back the tin, the kilo tin. Hiya, Lizzie. Oh, thank you, Lizzie, for joining me. I thought I were on my own. So there's some traditions that you have to have at Christmas. And in our house, right, it's traditions that we have in our house. I'm just neatening this edge up a little bit because it's a bit fluffy. It does look nice when you've painted it. Right, so that I've talked that much. So that there. I'm going to try. I'll talk to you again in a minute when I've concentrated on this. So let's see how that goes. And then trim it off behind. It's not exactly like the drawing, let's face it, but it's all right. So traditions we have at Christmas is my grandma, God love her, she always used to buy us this is when we were children. She used to buy us a miniature thing of Warnings. Do you remember that yellow Warnings Avocar? Oh, so we have to have a bottle of Avocar. My brother likes it, but I think that's why he likes it as well. Right, I'm going to squish you down because you're just going too tall. Right, now this bit's the same as the elf, and he's got, I'll tell you what I could do. Let's just, Claire, do his hands. Do his hands first. And they're sort of cut into a glove shape. I'm going to, let's see if that, I think they need to be a bit bigger. Need bigger hands. Got a lot of stuff to carry. So I'll show you in a minute, and I'm going to just tuck that belt round there because he's like one of these kids, isn't he? He's like one of these kids that has their pants hanging round the backside. Do you know when I went shopping the other day? You see it all, don't you, when you go shopping? I saw this lad in the supermarket and he was walking ahead in front of me. I have no clue what was holding his pants up. He kept walking and walking and I kept thinking, they are just going to fall off in a minute. And I was really worried for him. I was proper worried for him. I'm going to take a little chunk out of these so it looks like he's got a pair of gloves on. So a little chunk like Pac-Man. A little chunk like Pac-Man. And you can just round them off if you want. So that hopefully will look like a thumb. But do you remember, it's not easy. When you're pressing on them, it's not easy to keep the shape. So make sure you've got his thumbs on the right side of his body. And we can just remodel that a little bit. Oh, it just looks like he's got Pac-Man on the ends of his arms. I think this, oh, it is funny. It does make you laugh, doesn't it? I think this Father Christmas, there's something wrong with him. He looks like he's got like bodybuilder arms, really tiny legs. Oh, that, I don't know what's happened with that, but you know, it's the thought that counts, we keep saying. And now I've took a big chunk out of your head. Right, Father Christmas, let's do your hat. Hiya, Michelle, are you all right, love? I want to say happy Friday, but it's not, is it? Hi, Kaylee. Like some of your bath bombs, I think, these. Right, so it looks really stumpy, his hat. Look, it looks really little and stumpy, his hat. But you need to roll it long enough for it to twist over, if you know what I mean. So it's quite long and pointy, but you need it to let me show you. You need it to be able to, don't forget when you squish it down, we get that stuff going on. And you need it to, right, he's got his hat going round that way. So, and we need oh no, he needs the white bit going round now. But I'll lift it up. We're nearly done now. That's the easiest bit. I don't think this one's going to be as cute as the one on the picture, but I'm not going to put balls for his eyes. I'm just going to put holes for his eyes because I think that makes them look a bit cuter. So this is just the white bit, and on there that somebody's put a texture on, but I'm not feeling the texture. I'm not feeling it. So I'm just going to leave it plain and just, you know, the nice thing about these is that long enough? The nice thing about these is you can get the kids to paint them in acrylic once they're all dried or cooked at a very low temperature. I don't think that's long enough, but we'll see. You can paint them with acrylics, and then you could, because the Christmas decoration type things, you can just use like metallic pens on them. There you see, just the right length to just tuck it in behind. Tuck it in behind. So it just gives it a little bit of definition. And I'm going to make a bobble for the top. Huge bobble. Oh, I'm sorry, Santa. I've not... Father Christmas, I'll call you. Not Santa. I've not made you the most good-looking physique. What am I doing now? Oh, ball. Oh, come on now. And just to let you know, make sure that if you want it to hang up, you stick an opened out safety pin in the top of it. But I think he needs that great big ball on there. So I'm going to just squish it to the side of his head. Shall I lift it up and show you? So we've made pretty much his body. And all I'm doing now, can you see how that's just folded over and the ball's stuck on it like that? I've put too much water on this. It's absolutely swimming at the bottom of it. I've got more dog hairs in here. Well, anyway. Right, let's do his face. So he's got... Hello. Oh, he's got his ears. But what we're going to do, the fun part. We're going to do the fun part first. He has got a big conch. Hi, Maddie. How are you? So, he doesn't want to have his nose too far down because we've got a load of beard to fit on yet. But his nose is just a little tiny bit. Little tiny ball. And he has actually... Right, where's me? Press. Right, let's skip to the fun bit. Oh, did you not love doing this? Is it just me? You know when they used to let you play clay at school? Who doesn't love that? And tell me, you know, even when you're grown up and your kids have got Play-Doh, who didn't love that advert where all his hair comes out at the top? Who didn't love that? Right, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to put this together. So I'm just going to make it up. Right, so he's got a beardy thing going on there. And do you know what? I think I'm just going to have to trim it with my scissors. So it's like, do you know what? I could do with something round to cut it. I could do with something round to cut that. This is, that's the top of the, that's the top of the sesame seed tub. And I've just done that. So it's just, that's proper easy, that. Proper easy. So I've made it like, I'm not going to show you because it's not going good, is it? It looks like a gnome. Oh, I'm not bothered. Right, it does need it trimming a bit. It's not really traditionally well kempt, but they're too big, those scissors. I haven't got any others. Let's trim his beard. See, that really isn't long enough in the middle, but hey ho. Well, Santa, if the hairdressers were open, you could get a proper do, couldn't you? I think I probably should have put a little bit of water on there to stick it on. Let's see. That's pretty cool, that, actually. You just need some bits at the sides, don't you? Is a hippie. Nice Santa. This has got his lockdown haircut on. Lockdown haircut. Right, so that's actually not looking too... It's not looking too bad, that. But he does look like a gnome, I think. Don't matter, does it? Right, so we're going to need long bits for his... Do you know what? I'm going to use this. On there, it's like a tiny little sausage for his beard, but I'm going to push it through this because I think it's just so much fun. Whoop! Hi, Liga! Aww. They're not that good, Liga. Have you seen them close up? Have you actually seen them close up? I'm hoping they're going to look better when they're... painted. Right, so now we need... And you can smooth things down a little bit with... Let's smooth that top edge down a little bit. Right, so... I think I'm just going to do little pointy bits on the end. Oh, let's go all out and have a curly moustache. Right, so I've just made the edges. Oh, it is fiddly this though, I tell you. Right, this is where you need your knitting needle. I've been trying to grow my nails. You can't do this if you've got long nails. I bet you can though. Whoop! Little curly tash. Probably needs a little bit of water underneath it, stick it on. Curly tash with a little thing in the middle. Now you see what I've got to do is find a way to get his mouth imprinted on there. You know that? Where is it? What have I done with it? Oh, it's there. Let's see if we can do him a mouth, a smiley mouth. Oh, he's kind of got a smiley mouth. Right. Eyes. And I'm just going to do them as holes. And I tell you what else I haven't done for him. I haven't done his ears yet. But he is having big bushy eyebrows. Where's me paintbrush? I've made a little mark on under his chin. Right, well, he's got a mouth now. And I'm going to stick on. Oh, right. So this Liga, this isn't Fimo, this is dough. So you've got to make your own dough. And I'm going to make him have massive bushy eyebrows. He's got lockdown eyebrows as well as a lockdown. Let's see if that's big enough. And then, pretty much, what have I got to do? Oh, I haven't done his buckle yet, have I? And I've just squished all that. That would have done that. That would have done for his buckle. Right, so now he's having some eyebrows, isn't he? Eyebrows. Ha! Oh, he's got one eyebrow higher than the other. Oh dear. Lockdown eyebrows as well. That's not so bad, Santa, is it? Just get over yourself. Right. He's got 2 buttons. And actually, I think he actually needs a bit more beard. He's gone a bit thin in the middle. Let's have a bit more beard. And you'll notice that when you're using these, like, they do get a bit clatted up. This isn't a particularly sharp knife, but I do like using a knife. But obviously, don't give knives to kids. Don't give knives to kids if they're not being supervised. But we don't have any silly people that would do that. Right, there we go. I think he needs a few curls on the end of his tash and his beard. Right, that's a bit better now. Go on, I'll have one in the middle there. Right. Right. Buttons. Let's do his buttons, and then when we've done. Oh, kids will like making these. It's not very cute, but I'm not bothered. Hang on. They're a bit big. I've forgotten his ears. He needs some ears. And then I can show him to you. And actually, I'm going to do a little bit of a detail that they haven't got on there. 2 holes for the buttons. Ears. ears. And this, we can't have ginormous ears, can he? Oh, hello, Lindsay. Are you not on nights, Lindsay? I've got a week off. Right, I'm going to, they look about right. That one needs to be a bit bigger. Oh, that's a hard bit. Never mind. Never mind. So where his ears are, I'm just going to make a mark. And then I'm going to, these ears on here have got like an indentation on them. Like this. I swear he looks more like a gnome than Father Christmas. Why does he look like a gnome? Will he not look like a gnome when I've... He won't look like a gnome when I've painted him. I think... Do you know what I think it is? He needs some things to make it look like boots. I'm not feeling that there. He needs some lines around there to look like the top of his boots. So I think that's what I'll do. And this bit here is his belt. So his belt goes on there, and then I am going to do the tops of his boots. So that's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But the thing is with this, you can just readjust it. Just wiggle it into place and then make it like square. And you can just, and you know, who says it has to be perfect anyway? Who says it has to be perfect? No one. Do you know, sometimes I wish I'd lived a long, long time ago where Christmas was simple and nobody needed everything in the world. Right, so his belt buckle, I'm just going to make an indentation there, just so it sits in. And yes, that does need a little bit of tweaking because I've squished it down too much. Has everyone done the Christmas shopping? Done a little bit this morning, but I want everything wrapped up and boom, ready by the end of this week. That's my goal. That's my goal, like Shane Ward would say. Right, so the last thing I'm going to do on Father Christmas is... Hiya, Levi. Are you all right? Say hello. But it's... I can just imagine what it's like, Levi, in your house. I bet it's not like this house. Oh, do you know, I love having 4 kids. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. There's always something going on. You don't need to watch soap operas when you've got kids. Where's me rolling pin? Right, so all I'm going to do, because I think he looks like a gnome and not like Father Christmas. What I'm going to do... Will you let me know, you lot? Will you let me know if you've done any of these? I want to see them. I want to see how good you are. Straight line. So this is just my own addition. It's my own addition because I don't think he looks too much like, and I think that's far too wide for his boots. So let's cut it down a bit more. And you know, the good thing is, it's not, even if it all goes wrong, it's not hardly cost anything. All it's cost me doing this is my time. And I think people really appreciate you giving you time. I think time is so undervalued. And I know I've done it before. You know, when you just can't be bothered to do Christmas shopping, so you just buy anything. Just buy anything. It's like supermarket sweep, innit? And you just buy anything because you want to just get it done. So you end up just buying anything. What thought's gone into that? I've done that so many times. Well, the tide's changing. People are going to start getting thoughtful presents from me. Because, well, do you know where it all came from? Because my daughter, my youngest daughter, started uni this year. Oh, blimey, she's had to miss out on lots of things that students would normally do. I tell you something now, it's costing me a fortune. Fortune! In my day, you got a grant when you went to uni or college. Oh, it costs an absolute fortune. I hope other one don't want to go to uni as well. I'll have to get another job. Right, I've done. Who's that? Hello. Iga, is that how you pronounce it? Hello, that's lovely of you to join me. Right, Father Christmas is done and I'm going to clean up and go shopping. There we go. There is Father Christmas before he's dried and before he's painted, but I will let you know how we get on with him. All right, so you take care, you be safe, keep your distance, wash your hands, and don't go out. Don't go anywhere you don't need to go. Right, so you take care. See you soon. See you tomorrow, 10:30. We're doing lavender bags. I'm just hoping I have some lavender. All right, you take care. Love you all. Mwah, mwah.